Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of Zero City. Well, this is the one that many people have been waiting for. We have, for the most of the week, we've had the new Officer and the Bunker. So we are going to go in and cover this as much as I know, and a lot of the details I'll be covering will be details that are specific to Hustle Castle, because obviously this concept has existed there for a long time with the hero and the dungeon. It's the same concept that is here, and it looks like it's been implemented the same as far as I can tell. So let's go ahead and dive in and cover it and see what we can get. So as you can see right here on the front, here's our officer, and he's diving into the bunker, which in the background you can kind of see what the bunker looks like. I'm going to go ahead and do a bunker while we're here, and we'll talk about some things as they come up, but I'll cover some other things before we get too deep into that. So let's go ahead and take a look. So right down here, here's my officer, right in my right in my command center. Officer's walking around, looking all buff. I am lowest power I can possibly be, my 19,200. That is what my power is, because I haven't done anything. I've actually gone into a couple, and I haven't made any progress. I think I have some items we can use to level up. Oh, look at this. We need to name our officer. I forgot that. So you can give your officer a name. My QC Runner officer will be QC Runner. There we go. We made some progress. So skins, part of this, I haven't dived into this too deep, so we're going to be uncovering some things as I go through it. So let's see if skins are in the game. Skins are not in the game yet, and the same thing with Hustle Castle. They were not in the first release, but what they end up doing, they allow you to have different items for the head, for the armor, for the legs, for the boots. They get on different mounts, so they can actually get rides on things. And then as events come out, they start giving different skins with events and stuff as well. So then everybody's going to have their officer outfitted differently as time goes on, but for now I think everybody's officers will be looking like that. So let's go ahead and dive, actually before we dive in, so this area right here, these are your active, or what are these guys called here, let me get the right wording here, armaments. These are your active armaments. You can carry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and all of those are listed right here. And as you can see, I don't have any of them. So each of them have a different, thing that's going to be helping you out, and we'll take a look at those as we go through. And there's not really a right or wrong on what you choose. That's the wrong answer. There is a right or wrong, I guess, but what one person runs can be different than what you run, because it's going to be different based on what your squad setup is going to be. So once you get these, you add the 5 that you are going to help your squad the most, and then you hopefully will be able to do more of those as you get the items to power them up. So if we jump into here in specialty, right now I'm CC9, so I can only do this first area. And again, I don't know, I haven't gone too far into this. In Hustle Castle, only this section was released on the first release, so I'm guessing that's the case here. Once I get the first 8, it unlocks and you can get here, but I'm pretty sure you need to be CC 10 to get here, and I don't know if this is out yet or not, so I'm guessing I won't be able to do that. So this is what I can do to power up my infantry. Here's my chemists, and here's my ranger. So you get, I think I might have used the wrong term a minute ago. So right here is my triggerable, I guess, and then these are the actives that support it. I don't have any of those yet. So let me just find armament. I'm trying to find something that is armament. Let's find this thing. Okay, so I guess these are still the support ones, and I'm trying to find the one that I'm actually wearing right now. So right here. So this is the one that when you're in battles, you can actually trigger it, or if you're in a fight where you don't have control, it gets triggered automatically for you. And for each of these, you can power them up. So once you get 1900 of the, sorry, I don't have the right terminology for any of these items yet. So gain infantry specialty knowledge. So once you get, 1900 of these special knowledge items, you can power them up and make everything stronger. Click on somewhere, and you need to collect four parts, which you get by going through the bunker. Haven't done any of those yet, so we don't have any. Somewhere, oh, here it is, up here. So if you click on that question mark, it tells you what you're getting. So right now, this item, which is not very good, mind you, but it's the default that you get, reduces the armor of the enemy's infantry for 2 seconds, and if you level it up to number 2, then it updates. It can go for 2.7 seconds on up to, you get that up to the level 9, it can go for 11 seconds. So as you get these items up higher, they're obviously way more useful. So these are your actives, and each you can either go one of each area. Here we have concussion, which prevents chemists from using their abilities. That would be highly useful, I would think. Or we have your ranger, which would be blinds all rangers, making sure they miss for 1.8 seconds. Again, very useful. So it depends which you have to. First of all, you got to get the armament parts. You got to get 3 of those before you can even do it, and then you need to have these tags as well, which again I forgot the right word, but and then you're going to power them up and they get stronger. And a couple things here. A lot of people from the beginning try to this kind of goes back to the overall strength versus squad power. You can make some of the similar mistakes, we'll call them mistakes, early on by just trying to get your hero or your officer getting his number up as high as possible. As we've seen before, that does not necessarily mean anything. You don't necessarily want to have that number as high as possible. You want it to have as efficient as possible. So if you just go ahead and start leveling everything up just because you can, like, oh, this one only costs $750, so I'm gonna do that one. This one, so you got on level 7, it's like, oh, this one's gonna cost me $10,000. I'm not gonna do that. But you need to see what they're doing. So, and the strength of each of these. So your ranger, the point of the ranger. Sorry, I had a text message here. So the point of the ranger is to go out and do physical damage. They're out there doing damage. So focusing more on here, your ranger is going to be doing extra damage. And as you go up, they do more and more and more and more. And you go here, they're doing an extra 4,500 damage. That's huge. And that is for sure guaranteed item you're going to get. He's going to get an extra 125 damage no matter what when you level this up. Each of your rangers, by the way, not just that. But if we go up here, for example, each shot fired increases their crit by 250. Sure, that is good, and sure, that is going to help you, but crits are not guaranteed. Crits are something that happen a percentage of the time, so that's not a guaranteed 250. That's going to be however often a crit happens. And then if we go down to this one down here, this is going to be dodge, I'm guessing. Every hit taken by an allied ranger increases their dodge by 500. Again, dodges are not guaranteed either. Sure, both of those are very useful and they're going to help you out a lot. But focusing more on an item that is a guarantee on the strength of what you're doing is going to be helpful. And this specific concept is going to come in more handy as you get further along in this timeline here. Early on, I don't know when they're going to do the next release, and maybe this area is the only thing open, so all you can do is power these up, and of course, yeah, you're going to power those up. But as you start getting here, you start getting items that are percentage chances that will increase something for 0.1 second or whatever. That is something that has a small help on your squad to help things go better. So you want to focus more on the guaranteed things, like, again, so for your rangers, you want them getting damage. For your chemists, you want them to have the chemical knowledge because they need that to be able to do their thing. So that's the primary item here you want to focus on, is their chemical knowledge. In your infantry, usually the main purpose of your infantry is to last as long as possible. So you want to focus on their health. So this right here, intense training and chemistry guru and accuracy are going to be the 3 items that you want to focus on the most. And me personally, those are probably going to be the only ones I'm going to level up in the beginning until I get further along in the game. Then maybe I'll do some other ones. I'm not even going to touch these, even when I get this up to a cost of 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, whatever. I'll probably focus on those instead of going over here. You know what? All my guys are probably getting sad. Let me quick pop out here and take care of these. Do that. Okay. So that's lesson number 1. So that, again, you can level all the other ones up, and they are going to help you, but they're not going to help you quite as much. And they do increase your overall squad power. And if you're trying to keep that lower and just focus more on your strength, which is what the concept I'm talking about is mainly, this is going to help you be stronger, not necessarily a higher power. That is the way to go. So let's go ahead and jump back into our officer. And as you can see, I don't have anything. And I'm only CC9, and I don't know if this is out yet. This is out yet. So maybe I can do this, or maybe this has to be CC10. Maybe we'll find out soon enough. So let's find an example on this one here. Let's go back to our ranger example right here. So here's one of the ones here. Allied rangers shoot out of turn at an enemy chemist that has used an ability. The shot deals 1,700 damage. Yes, that is... Oh, look, it tells me right there. Command Center 9, so I will get here. That is useful for sure, but it's not as guaranteed useful as some of the other ones. And let's see what these are. That's, shoot out of turn, dealing more damage. Increases physical defense. So again, that is useful, but the point of the Rangers are just to dole out maximum damage as much as possible. Having a tiny bit of extra defense, sure, it will help them, but it's not going to help them as much. So again, I keep going over and over, but that's the main reason for it. So if you want to focus on strength, that is the way to go. And some of these items here, so these, let me see if it's triggerable. Increases damage done by L. So this one right here is not like an active one. Let's go look to see what it says when it's active. Triggerable, I guess is the word we're looking for. Triggerable, so you can fire it off and make it trigger. And if we go over here to this one, you don't see that word. So you can carry 4 of these other ones that are going to help your squad be strong in other ways. And these are the ones that you want to pick based on what you're doing and the ways that are going to help you the most. So if I have, a team full of Rangers in the background like this, maybe I'm going to want to use this one here. That will be fires, creates a toxic curtain that deals chemical damage to all enemies equal to 5% of their max health. You can only use these when you have them, because we haven't gotten them yet. But once you have them all and you have tons of stuff, you want to focus on the ones that are going to specifically help you be able to do better. All right, so we got skins, battle. What is battle? Interesting. I don't know what that is. What else? I think that is it as far as our officer. And every time you go into battle, if you guys haven't tried it yet, every time you go into battle, let me go, I'm not going to do this battle, but let me just go pretend to attack somebody here. I'll just pick anybody, doesn't matter who. We're going to scout them out. It's going to show my squad versus his squad, their squad. And you see my officers are going to be going in, and here's all my people plus my officer. That 19,200 power that he had is added into here, so now my squad power's up to 1680. And then he has his officer, which we can't click on. I'm pretty sure in Hustle Castle you can do that now, and it will actually tell you specifically what the strengths and weaknesses are. All right, so I'm not going to do that battle. We're going to do the problem with running all this on my emulator. If this is like Hustle Castle, these load screens are really slow, and it makes me doing bunkers and dungeons really painfully slow. So now that we crossed 1,000 subscribers, I should be able to stream that from my phone. So I'm going to do some tests on that in the coming weeks of doing those on my phone, because everything's a lot quicker and easier. And they'll be live streamish, I guess. Maybe we'll see how that goes. And yeah, so I will be covering more of these in the future just on this emulator. It's not going to be great, so I do apologize when we get there. It's going to be a little bit painful. What else? I think that's it. Oh, we got to go down here. Let's go to the bunker. We got to go to the store. So right here's actually, before we cover that, let's go to the store first before we do that. So as you're going through, you're getting these items here, which are called data, and you use the data to buy stuff. So right now I did a couple, didn't do very good. I got 4,973 of the data. So you can use those to buy these tags, which are called specialty knowledge. So you're buying the specialty knowledge that you can go ahead and then apply to your officer. And they're all the exact same rate. So whether you buy the 10,000 or the 500, you're still getting the same price. So it costs 50 per one specialty knowledge. Here, 50 per one specialty knowledge, all up and down for your infantry, your chemist, and your ranger. So there's no benefit to saving up to buying the bigger one. I always do. I mean, I don't level my hero up very often in Hustle Castle, but when I do, I usually just buy this big one just because. All right, down here we have each week or each day, I think it is, it refreshes and you get a chance to buy some of these. These are not the most efficient because right now you need like 3 or 5 or 7, whatever. But once you start getting higher levels, you're going to need like 50 and 100 of these. So buying them at 150 per cryptocoins per, it's ridiculously expensive. So not a very good deal. Early on, maybe it'll help you a little bit here and there as you want to complete something. But after that, it's probably not really worth spending the money. This one here, again, it's just going to be a bunch of random ones. Maybe for me right now, since I don't really have much, it would be worth it, except for I don't have any crypto coins. But they're all random, so you don't know what you're going to get in there. Right down here, we have data collectors. This allows you to get 2 times the amount of data collection when you go through. I think these are very worth it. I mean, for me specifically, in Hustle Castle, I hardly ever do dungeons. So when I do, I want to get the most that I can. So I actually spent some of my premium currency to get those. Right now in this game, I mean, they're very expensive and they're only 20. And when you have them, you have to use them. You get the 2x no matter what. So if you're going with somebody you don't know and you don't know if they're going to bail and you don't trust them, you still have to use the crypto collector, or you still have to use the ×2 on there. So anyway, very useful for getting data quicker. Key cards, they allow you to enter without having to pay, and they allow you to get more items, which we'll cover in a minute. So these are very worth it as well. And some of the Hustle Castle events that came out, they started giving some of these out. So I got a ton of these in one of the, I think it was a challenge event that came out, and I got a ton of them. So I actually bought some, and then I got a ton more. So I have loads of these. So I only ever go with these items instead of food. But in this game, since I don't have any yet, I'll be using food. So you can't get quite as many things from there, but it's worth it. Here's revives. Those are, I guess, probably worth it if you do bunkers a lot, because if you lose one of your key players because any number of reasons, that'll allow you to do a revive. You got to pay for it, obviously. So here it's 35 crypto coins each. These are 30 each. This is down to is that right? So that doesn't seem like the right math. This seems more expensive, doesn't it? 21 would be 30 each, so this is actually more, 33 each. I don't know, check my math on that. It's the way I'm doing the calculations, this is the best deal, which makes no sense whatsoever. But anyway, if you want to buy those are useful. And here you can just buy pure data. Again, it's probably not the best deal because you have to spend a bunch of crypto coins, and you can get them just by doing the bunkers. That is it as far as this goes. I mean, depending how it goes, we might go ahead and spend some of this and see if we can't increase the damage a little bit. Let's just go do that right now. Let's see how that works. Let's go back. I didn't look to see in Hustle Castle, they didn't add the link to take you right back to your officer until way, way later. So I didn't look to see if that was here in the code. I'm guessing it's not. So let's go look. I'm going to take my infantry because that's where I'm doing a lot of damage. And then we'll go to specialties. We're going to go to ranger. We're going to go right here. So we need 300 of the specialty knowledge to get this extra 125 damage. So I'm going to go do that. So we're going to buy 300. And I got to back out, go back here, which is kind of a pain. So hopefully they do get that added here soon. So we'll go to the store. We're going to look for rangers. Rangers to get 300. So if I spent 1,500, I get 300. Or if I get, since I don't have many, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to buy one of each. Since it's the exact same rate, you're not getting one cheaper than the other. 2, 3. That will save the rest for other things. It's not going to be a noticeable difference, but it is going to make my rangers hit a little bit harder, which is going to be helpful, obviously. So we'll look at this. Our 19,200 is what our overall power is. And if I go here to ranger, and I go here to... What? Did I do the wrong one? Seriously? I did. Doggone it. Alright. Well, we still have enough, so let's go back. Not a huge deal, because they're going to get used eventually anyway, so not the worst thing in the world. But that wasn't the example I wanted to give. All right, let's go back to the store. Sure, you guys noticed this earlier. I was like, what are you doing? Ranger, specialty knowledge. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we got to go back here again to the officer. And then we're going to go in to the specialties. We're going to go to the ranger. We're going to go here, and then we're going to add... Oh, what the heck? Is that... I could have swore I'm doing that right. What in the world is going on? Oh, 600. Yeah, I have 600. All right, I'm missing something here. 750. The talent have not been met. Oh, I gotta get this one first, don't I? Yeah, that's why. Oh, yeah. Okay, silly mistake on my part. Beginner mistake. Look at that. I'm learning so you guys don't have to go through that. So you can't complete these until you get this one. And I can't do this one because I haven't gotten this one yet. And I need to get 3 of those. All right, well, that was... whatever. We're done with that, but now you know. So I couldn't get that because I don't have this one completed. And to see what you need to get to meet it, I need to have 3 armament parts before I can do it, plus 650. All right, we got it. No big deal. Things that are going to be done later, so it wasn't a waste. It's stuff I'll be able to use later. I just can't use it immediately here on the video. So the way you do, before I dive in, I want to talk about one other thing. When you go into the bunker, you're going to be fighting. There's a I think they have boss bunkers. They might not have that where you fight only bosses, and they have just regular bunkers where you go and fight regular situation or regular areas, and then you try to navigate to a boss, where then you go ahead and fight the boss. And what we're trying to do right now on the QC Runner Discord page is to keep track of optimizing the way that you can go ahead and fight all those bosses. So if I go in, turn this on, hopefully I don't mess this up. Let's see. So we're going to pop up the QC Runner Discord here real quick. I don't know how quick it is, but to interact, hopefully this works. So I go down to my Zero City area of the QC Runner Discord. There will be a link in the description below if you want to join. If you guys haven't joined, we'll be talking about this in a little bit. So if we go to the bunker chat here, and then we go up to pins, you can see what we're trying to do is track all of the bosses. So here we have the boss type here. I don't have all the names. I've been working on trying to get those. The goal here is to be able to list the boss and list how you fight them, and give the name. No revives, like this guy up here is this one here. So chemical lab, no revives, no chemical damage boss. So try to take in tanks and restore chemists. If lacking, bring rangers. Don't damage chemists. So basically what we're doing is setting up a guide of how to attack every single boss. So when you get in there, you know what you have to do without even thinking about it. And then this is the same thing I did for Hustle Castle, where I went ahead and took this information and then I compressed it into an even simpler form, where you're like, if you fight this guy, bring in these guys. And it's like a color-coded thing. So hopefully we can get to that point at some point here in the future. But right now we're just trying to collect the data, get it all out there. So it's a guide that's going to be up. It's going to make things as easy as possible, is what we're going for. But right now we don't have it yet, so we can't really cover all of that. So one more item before we go in. If you go in with your key cards, if I spend for food, I have a chance to get these resources and have a chance to get up to 0 to 6,000 of our specialty data here. But if I go in with the key cards, I have a chance to get this chest. And this chest, there's a lot of really good stuff in there. This is not the one I was thinking of. You have a chance to get 3 to 4 extra armament parts, plus these items, plus this. So you get better items by going with this key card. So they're certainly worth it. And then here's the _2 item, which we don't have because we didn't buy those yet, and we haven't gotten any other ones, the key cards. So I'm just going to go in with food because that's all I have. I'm not going to spend cryptocoins to do that. We're going to go in. Let's go ahead and just start it right now. We'll talk about some items here. So how do you set your squad? How do you go in? What's the best way to do it? Like I said, once we get that boss chart identified, you'll know what the best is. But really, you want to focus on your chemist. You need to have a tank or 2 in the front to basically take the damage and occasionally deal the damage. You want a ranger or 2 in the back to be able to deal out damage and fight certain people. But then you want to focus the majority of the rest on your chemists. You want restore chemists and you want resurrection chemists. Occasionally there could be used for instant kill. There could be used for that's really about it. Those are the ones you want. So you're going to go in there, and those are the members of your squad that allow you to get the furthest. You want to be able to restore people. You want to be able to resurrect people, reanimate as it is. And that is certainly the way to go. So I'm going to just go with my previous squad. I don't have a previous... Oh, because I didn't do it on here. So right now I have 3 rangers, I believe, and I'm not going in with 3 rangers. That's just a complete waste of resources. So this is a ranger with that one, which is pretty good. Plus we got the multi-purpose. This is really slow. Here's my tank, a good tank. We'll go in with her. Allison, there's another good ranger, multi-purpose. We'll go in with her. So that's 3 of our 6 we're definitely going with. I think I got... Oh man, this is so slow. This is going to be a painful fight. Isabella's a restore. Oh, come on. I always have a hard time. Oh, I can just do it down here maybe. Isabella's going to be a restore. We're looking for that. Jackson is another tank, but he doesn't do a lot of damage. So I don't know if I'm going to take him. He's probably not worth it. And then Matt is a resurrection reanimation, so we definitely want that. So that's our 6. So we're probably going to take off our daggers here because that's not really what we're looking for in this setup. Was that Jackson? That was Jackson. So we're going to take him out. But let's look what we have down here. Scarlet, Zoe, Jackson, Samuel. We don't have Samuel in there. He's another restore, but he's a 70, so we'll hold off on that for a second. Here's our damage, which I think is not actually damage right now. We have restore. So we're going to put another restore in for Jackson. You know, I gotta do this. All right, I gotta deploy the best and then I'll fix it. Now I gotta start over again. Restore, tank. So these are those 2. Jackson, we said we're taking out. And now we got our restore in there already. That was good. So here we have a 70. I think he's got a prototype on. Oh yeah, we don't want you in there. We don't need 3 Rangers, that's for sure. Matt Rez, are you in there? He's in there. James restore. For now, we'll do that. Who's the other one? Jackson, we said we're taking out. Oh, I got one of these guys here. This guy, I think. We're going to do for you. And if you guys didn't know, there's a little note. Just because you have somebody in the training area doesn't mean you can't put them into fights. So as you saw, I had him down below and he was training, but I can still go ahead and put him in. All right, so let's look what we have here. Squad power up to 1.9 million. That's going to be an item you're going to want to note-ish in a minute. All right, so we got 1 Ranger. We have a Restore. We got a Tank. We got 2 Rangers. We got 2 Restores. 1 Reanimation. 3 Restores. 3 Restores. 2 Animations. 1 Tank. And 2 Rangers. I'm okay with that setup. I like that setup. So, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, yeah. I apologize for that. This video is going to take forever at this point. All right, so we got to go fix that again. Who do we take out? We took out Jackson. Oh my goodness. We definitely cannot do this. This is why I don't do dungeons on here. Or bunkers, sorry. It's just way too painful on this emulator. All right, so we're taking out Jackson, and we put in Samuel. He's already in. We put in this guy for sure, for Jackson. And then we had another Ranger we took out and we put in, let's see what Christy's running here. She's got level 67 reanimation. You know, we're going to go with that. This is taking too long. I don't know exactly what we have, but it's going to be better. And we're taking out Samuel. Okay, we're going with that. So now we're at 2 million power. So I guess, you know, as far as that goes, it's better. So we're going to confirm. So when you go in with somebody that you know, you can go with your alliance, of course. You can go with a friend, somebody on your friends list, or you can go with a random. The danger with going in with a random, especially early on in the game like it is right now, you're going to go in with somebody that probably doesn't know what they're doing, and they probably haven't done a whole lot of it. And that means they might make some bad decisions, and that will cost you the chance to get further in the game. I don't have people I've been doing this with, so I might look at my friends list, because my friends list is actually pretty huge, or my alliance, but a lot of the people in my alliance are a lot stronger than I am. So you want to make sure you go in with somebody that's relatively similar in strength, not necessarily that squad power number, but in strength. So if I go in with my 2 million with one of my alliance members who's 3 million or 4 million, we're going to be in big trouble, because your map gets set with the strength of the strongest person. And I would be going in probably with people with level 100 fighters, and my level 85 fighters with not fantastic gear is just going to be useless. We'll be fighting bosses that are way harder, and my people won't be able to do anything other than die. So you want to make sure you go in evenly matched, so that way when you go in, you guys can support each other and help each other. So don't try to pick a fight with, you know, if you're a weaker power, say, hey, you're a 4 million, I'm going to go with you so I can get a bunch of good stuff. No, it's just not going to work. That's going to be a waste of resources. Make sure you're smart about it. Go in with people that are fairly close. And if you pick random, they match you up with people that are fairly close. And that part's usually pretty good. But you might have people that are just bailing on you. They might leave in the middle of a fight. They might take humongous long breaks. So if you can find somebody that you know that can blast through it, you can get through these relatively quickly. But if you get people pausing all the time, like me, my emulator's so slow, it's going to take me a while to choose things. It's going to make for a slower thing. It's just going to be a little bit more painful. So I'm going to look at my friends list and see if I have anybody relatively close to my power who's on. It looks like nobody is on. As you saw up here, if they're in, you got a little green item here to show that they're in. And I'm pretty sure if they're in the middle of a fight, you see something else. See if we can find one. So like here, I don't think that would probably be the best idea. If I fought with this guy, I might know, and maybe we'd be close in power. I'm not sure. And the 2.4, maybe we could be close in the power. I don't think so. So let's go look at the 2.4 million guy and see if I can see his squad. I don't think I can see. Profile. Nikoko. What is your setup here? He got up to level 78, so that alone tells me he's way stronger than I am, because I can't get that far. He's level 9, so that means his fighters are the same as mine. But if he got up to level 78, he's a lot stronger than me. So So that could be dangerous for us to go in together. Oh, this is what I was looking for. So yeah, right there, level 85. So we both be going with level 85. I'm at a little over 2 million. He's at 2.4. So we could be in a bad way. So I'm just going to pick random this time, and we might see how bad of an idea that is. So right now you just got to wait until a random person comes up. So I do apologize, this video is going very long, and I forgot to announce at the beginning, which is a big mistake because I knew this video was going to be bad, that we have 2 giveaways coming in this video. Once we're done with the bunker, I'll go ahead and announce those, and we're going to do things slightly differently. I can start covering that a little bit right now. In the past, we have the weekly giveaway where I have you pick random numbers, and then we get people, the 5 people that are the closest to win, and then we have a bi-weekly with the Zero City community page where we also give things away. So like squad power is about the same. All right, we will go ahead and talk about this later. So right now it randomly picks, I think it's random, who's going to be the leader, and the leader is basically the person who chooses which way you're going. So no matter what, we're going here. So you want to look at these here. These are one of the worst because healing is such a critically important part. So when you can't do healing, that really hurts you. So he has to pick this one, and then it's going to pick one of the bosses, not the bosses, the officers. So we went in, so we're going to use my officer. So I'm going to see what he's running first before. So he has a guy in the back, so I'm going to put my restore in. Oh, we can't, that would be stupid. What am I talking about? Don't put restore in. I'm going to put Scarlet in. So he's got a tank, and he's got a ranger, so I'm going to put in... I'll put in a tank ranger too. Usually I like to put a reanimation here. But this first fight is usually fairly quick and fairly easy and painless. So we'll go ahead and just jump in with the same. We should blast through here pretty quickly. Maybe we'll start talking about giveaway between with these load screens, because this is just very painful, and I'm sure it really bothers the people I go in with. So there we go, we blast through there, but since we had no healing, look, we lost a big chunk of power already. So, and we get 170 of the data, and if you have the ×2, we would have gotten 340. And there's a random chest that shows up. I think that's the chest that you need to be with the premium item instead of food, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So basically we're going to go through this path, eventually get to the bosses. This is a boss, this is a boss, and this is a key item as well. So I just heard that sound, so that means he picked our area. The squad's infantry have their physical defense by 65, so each one of those you want to pay a little bit of attention to what's going on. So we'll put our tank in. I'm going to put restore, because we got to heal people up. I'm going to put another restore, because we need to heal people up. Oh no. Oh man, I put that guy back in. Doggone it. That's what I get for rushing through. We had wasted that entire one. So he has, let's see what he has. Unfortunately, this is going slow, so this is not going to help them. He has a damage dealing. So he's got no support in the middle. And like I said, that is very key to everything. Alright, so he's got to restore. I got to restore. I'm going to put reanimation in there as well. So I'm definitely a bit rusty. Like I said, I'm not an expert in the dungeons because I don't do them tons. Some people just do them all day long and they know what to do without even thinking about it. And since I haven't done bunkers much here, I'm still a little bit slower. So look, we're out there doing our damage, and with all the restores going on, you know, we're keeping our health up there pretty high. And you can see my tank's already got health up. So this is very critical as far as bunkers go. You need to have restore, you need to have, oh, I gotta turn those numbers off. I'll turn those off the next one. You need to have restores and you need to have reanimations. If you don't have those, you're not going to get very far. And hopefully we'll be able to cover a boss or two here. So we go here, we got to go here no matter what. So reanimation will have no effect. So now we can't reanimate. So we need to make sure that people can restore as much as possible. I can't believe I put him in there. That just really messed up this entire squad. I don't know if you have sacrifices here in Zero City, but some of the stations that you go to in the bunker make you have to sacrifice one of your people. So if we did that, we'd get rid of Samuel, obviously, because he is not helping us one bit. Obviously, I know that the leader has to select his waypoint because it's the only one that can be chosen. So that's why I'm just sitting here waiting. So this was no reanimation. Come on, Tony. Oh, is he sending me notes? He is. I don't speak whatever language that is. So I'll just say English. So you can have a specific right here is chat specific to the bunker that you're in. So he's got, let's see what you are. Maybe he's telling me to speed up because I'm going through slow, which is possible. So no reanimation. So we don't want reanimation. We will put in a restore. We'll put in restore. We'll put in our tank. And then, do I have another restore? I can't believe I did that. That was such a big problem. Did 2 restores, a tank. Okay. Filipino ka. And that's interesting. I'm wondering if my voice sounds Filipino because I had somebody message me the other day and asking me if I was Filipino. I'm not. I'm just regular American and no Filipino blood. I guess my voice is Filipino sounding. Alright, I guess if he was asking if I was Filipino, English is not the right answer to that question. The ka threw me off. I didn't know what that was. Alright, so as you get through certain things here, you can collect data. So we got an extra 300 data. I'm not going to complain about that. So this is especially the item right here. So now we don't know which one he's going to choose. So I like to go through and just say, okay, no reanimation. If I was choosing, I would not choose that one because that's dangerous. No modifiers, that's a good one for sure. And then here, in this one specifically, one of the members chooses a good thing to happen to you, and one chooses a bad thing to happen to you. So we'll scout these out while we're waiting. Squad's infantry reduced by 40. That's not going to be great. Unfortunately, sometimes it's just bad. Squad's chemists have their health reduced by 45. Not great. A reanimation ban. That's devastating. You can't do the fight if they do that. He picked something. He picked the no reanimation, which is bad. That is bad, bad, bad. But it is what it is. He picked it. It is what it is. So restore. We're gonna go restore. So he's got archer. He's got tank. He's got. That's his restore as well. So I can go ahead and put my other tank in there, I guess. And this was the damage dealing mage. Yeah. I personally don't feel that's a good decision. Don't have enough experience in Zero City, but not mage. Sorry, chemist. The chemist just, I don't think, deal enough damage, and it's just such a waste not having restore and reanimation that I think coming in with a damage dealing chemist is something that's going to be hurting you a lot. I think that is a bad decision. So fortunately we didn't lose anybody. If we did, they would be dead because we didn't have reanimation. So the no reanimations are definitely dangerous. All right. And also, coming here, this is just extra stuff. This doesn't get us anywhere. All this is just an extra loop that covers extra areas that take us right back to here. So I didn't check all the good stuff. Sometimes it's really bad and it's very devastating and it completely gives you no chance to win. But sometimes it helps you a lot too. So the squad's chemists have their chemistry knowledge reduced by 70. So this right here is going to be bunker damaging. So if he actually, I guess if he doesn't choose that one, this isn't going to affect everything, but it's going to be really hard to win that one because you need your chemists to do a bunch, and here the chemists aren't going to be able to do much. So hopefully it does not pick that one. This one would be a good one to choose, and that's kind of a dead point. It doesn't go anywhere. We need to go here before we can do much of anything because this will take us to this boss. This will start the effort to go over here to this boss. So this doesn't get us anything. This doesn't get us anything. So here we go. He's choosing it here. So now I have to choose the good thing. So the health of all fighters increased by 35. Yeah, it's good, but not great. Squad's infantry have their health. That's good because that's our people up front. They'll last longer. And here, physical damage of the infantry. So I'm going to go health of the infantry because you just need to live. And he is choosing the squad's infantry lose their health by 40. And just so you guys know, minus 40 plus 50 does not equal plus 10. It takes your overall number, reduces it by 40. So if you got, say, 100 reduced by 40%, that puts you at 60. And then it would be 60 times 50%. So that would be plus a 30. So that's 60, that would put you up to 90. So journey leader select another. He didn't like that one. Oh, bummer. So he did that one. That's just the worst possible decision ever. Should not do that. We should not be here. This is going to be bad, bad, bad. So I'm going to put in a res. I'm going to put in a res. I will put in you, and I guess I'll put in my tank. Bad, 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 bad. We should not be in this one. Yeah, so again, the minus 50 plus 60 does not put you at a net gain. That's still going to be a net loss. That was a different number, but maybe minus 50 plus 60 is a better example. Because that would put you at 50%. Take 100 minus 50% is at 50, and then 50 times 60% is plus 30%. So that would put you at a total of 80 instead of the 100 that you started with. So look at that. Horrible, 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 horrible. Like I said. I didn't turn the numbers off, did I? Let's do that right now. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And it's even more horrible because that got us nothing. So again, you go in with somebody you don't know the decisions they're going to make, you don't know why they're going to make them. We're just trying to give some examples here, so it's not a big deal. But coming here, this loop doesn't give us anything. So why pick a spot that is going to hurt your entire squad? Save that for the very end after you beat the bosses, because the reason you're coming here is to fight the bosses. That's where you get the big items. That's where you get the big data. That's where you get the big elements that are going to help you get your active relics or whatever they're called in this game. So what I like to do is when I do a tough fight, I come back to an easy fight like this one and put all the restores in there, and then you can level everybody up like he's doing here. So all of our people are almost dead and we can't do anything about it. So I'm just going to do restore, and hopefully, by the time we're done, Scarlet will be stronger. And it's just, yeah, there's no point in going there. There's really no point, and it's just a complete waste. So again, you pick a random, you don't know what you're going to get. And the longer this goes on, obviously people will become smarter, and the higher you get in level, more than likely the better the people are going to get, so the fights will be better. But right now, it's just bad. So people are trying to figure it out. People are making mistakes. But as you can see, this was an easy waypoint. So our total health started at 247. And look at that. Now we're up to 300-ish. And by the time we're done here, we'll be almost full. So I save these items for when my squad needs to get some reviving going on. And it's usually pretty productive. So we gained an extra 50,000 in health, which is good. So we needed that for sure. But he should have put one of his other people in there. So this is my third bunker that I've done, and my squad's not very strong. So, yeah, so we got extra here, which is good. And again, we need this item. He has to come in here. If he picks this one, what is this? The health of all fighters will be reduced to 25. Multi-purpose weapons have no effect. Not as bad as the other one, but yeah, it's just, there's really no reason not to be doing this. This is just so bad. Res, restore. What are you running here? You got your damage dealing chemist again. Such a waste. Such a bummer. And you got a tank. Okay, so you got your tank. So I'm going to put in Allison then and see if we can't heal her up a little bit. I keep losing my train of thought here by the struggles that we're going through here. Anyway, oh yeah, I said I've done, this is my third, and I don't think I've gotten higher than like 57%. My squad's not great. The people that I've been with haven't been making the best decisions. Apparently I should have left that reanimation in there, which I didn't. Now I just lost my tank. So we are done. Because he didn't pick that spot in the middle, which he needed to pick, we basically just lost the entire bunker. We didn't even get to a boss because he didn't choose the one item we needed to choose. So now we have to choose it, which will help us get a little further, so that's good. But yeah, we don't have any infantry left, I don't think. Yeah, come on, let's go. And also, just kind of something to remember, don't leave the journey early. If you click this button, it's over, and the other person can't continue on. There's no way for a person to continue on by themselves. So don't be one of those people that leaves early and says, oh, okay, we're not going to be able to win, so I'm going to leave. You might get one or two more. You still get more data. You still get some stuff. And especially if you got somebody in there at the times 2 or whatever, you don't want to be messing them up. But yeah, don't be one of those people that leaves early. It's just not cool. Apparently he doesn't want me picking this 50% health. Oh, there we go. So we got a 50 and 40, whatever, so 58%. Test subject multi-purpose weapons have no effect. The health of all fighters down by 35. It doesn't matter. We don't have enough to... I don't think we can win another fight. The squad's chemists have their health reduced by 35. Not the worst thing in the world, because their job is to reanimate and stuff as much as possible. And one of the things, if you buy that item, you can do the revive right here. Oh, I can't do it yet. I think this is where I do it in Hustle Castle, but maybe it's over here when you're setting your squad. So I can click here, and if I had to revive, I can do it, or I can just pay crypto coins for 40. And if you remember, before it was 35 for the cheapest option, so here it's more expensive to do it. All right, what do we have here? We have multi-purpose no and health of all, so I'm going to do reses here for sure. Oh, all my reses are dead. Fantastic. And my restore is dead. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Oh, we are so done. I can't do anything to help my squad out. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I'm not going to pay to revive because we're not getting anywhere, so it's just a complete waste. All I have is... He's going to look at me and say, what in the heck are you doing going into three Rangers? That's horrible. It is horrible. That was a horrible mistake on my part. But maybe we'll get lucky and, blast a bunch of damage here and at least get through one more. So again, I do apologize for this going so slow. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing bunkers on my emulator until I have another emulator I'm trying to get going, but I got some other issues I'm trying to work through it. And it's just been the last week has been so busy with trying to set things up, getting Discord going and everything that I haven't been able to focus on that. So, all right, look at that. All of our massive DPS, look at that. We have five Rangers back there, and that's quite ridiculous. But hey, we got through another level, and now we're going to go to the boss, assuming he picks the boss. And we are not set up. Test subject 42. So this boss right here is... Oh, actually, what's good? Melee weapons are useless. So you don't put your tanks up there because they can't reach them. They basically hang in the air, and they're doing stuff. So all you can do is your chemists and your rangers. So the fact that we have rangers actually is good for this setup. This might give us our best chance, but we don't have any restores or reanimations, which we would actually need here to survive. So we still are not going to win this one, but hey, let's give it a shot. Come on. I haven't been able to beat a boss yet. See him on restore, which, hey, maybe we get lucky. And again, I got a tank. I mean, there's no point in putting the tank in there, so we'll just leave him on the bench. So I have that guy, I put her in there, but she will guarantee die, and we're not going to be able to restore, we're not going to be able to reanimate, and she can't do anything, so there's really no point in putting her in there. So you want to read these guys here, you click on them, and this tells you how to fight them and what you need to do. And this is the part that we're putting in the Discord of how to properly fight these bosses to make it the easiest for you. All right, let's see if we can get lucky and beat our first boss in the bunkers, at least for QC Runner anyway. But really what you need here is restores and reanimations, because he's gonna hurt us. So he's gonna start knocking people down for sure. And we're doing a lot of damage. But if we had a chemist in there that was doing restores or reanimations, even both of them, we would have beaten this one. Unfortunately, we didn't have that. And he brought in his damage mage, which is not helpful. And then I brought in a extra ranger, which didn't help. And then he chose some bad situations to get into, which didn't help. So I think we are done. Let's pop out of here. Make sure he's got nobody. All right, we're done. So, just be PC here before you go ahead and jump out. Say good game. Let him know that you're done pretty much. We'll wait to see if he responds. So when we're done, you hit end. So we only got 65%, which, like I said, I think is actually the furthest I've gotten. But the goal when you're going through these is to get to these bosses. You want to get these bosses, that's where you get the good stuff. So we should have taken that direct path to get here as soon as possible, because that only would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different areas. It would have been way quicker. All of these didn't get us anything, and they massively, massively damaged our squad to the point that they were... oh, he's got more. All right, well, let's just do this. I'm not paying to revive. So that's another reason why you don't leave, because, he's got 3 more archers he's putting in. I'm not paying to revive, like I said. So, we got a chance to beat this guy, I guess, with this. But if I would have just left, then Master Tony D wouldn't have had a chance to get in there and still win. So make sure that the other teams are dead. He actually paid. He didn't have any left, and he revived everybody. I'm not reviving anybody. He'll probably ask me to, but that alone should allow us to actually get here. So make sure that the other people aren't going to do revives here as well. Alright, one down. Oh, look at that. First boss down thanks to Tony paying money. So look, we get this chest, which gives us the material. Oh, we'll look at those later. Plus we got 1425. And then if you got the times 2, that would have been 1425 times 2. So him actually paying that probably, it helped us out a lot because we don't have anybody left. But I'm not bailing until he's ready to bail. So now we're going here, definitely. But if we would have taken that direct path, we would have had so many more useful people left for us. We could have gotten further. Hey, she didn't die right away, though. Look at that. Alright, so the video goes on longer. Alright, let's get back to the giveaways. The giveaway's coming. So the first one was with the Zero City Facebook page that we've been doing weekly. We're going to have 5 winners, 250 crypto coins. We'll do the same thing, but I'm not going to have the random number. We're going to do something slightly different, which we'll discuss very soon if this dungeon ever ends. Sorry, this bunker ever ends. And then the other one we're doing bi-weekly. We gave out 500 crypto coins to three winners. And that is with the Zero City community Facebook page. And I'm going to announce both those giveaways here very soon, but we're going to do things slightly differently. Is he asking me to revive now? Done or more. I don't know if he's going to go in there. Oh, there we go. He left the bunker. So there we go. So if I wanted to go here and I revived everybody, I couldn't because he left. So, but whatever. We got to the boss because he paid crypto coins, or he had the revives, so that was helpful. So there we go. We beat our first boss. We got a total of 4,469 data. Plus we got this chest, which gives us armament parts, and then we have these items as well. Oh, we got one of these. Oh, we might get the times 2, or the thing that has a chance to give us better stuff. All right, let's go ahead and make everybody happy here. We'll go really quickly and look at our booty that we got there, and then we'll go to the giveaway. Let me take a quick look how long this video has been going on. It's been going on forever. 52 minutes. Wow. I guess I'm not getting this uploaded tonight. Yeah, that is painful. I'm going to make these giveaways as quickly as possible. Nobody's going to be part of them because it took too long to get to them. So I do apologize for that. That is truly ridiculous. Thank you to everybody who is still hanging out, because this is very, very long. And I didn't announce at the beginning of the video that the giveaway is coming. You know what? I'm going to save that. No. You guys are sticking around. We'll open these chests here. Let's just open this up and see what we get. So these are the tags that we need, the specialty knowledge to level up our perks, and then here. So everything I need 3 to be able to start putting things in there. So we started collecting those as well. So we got 1 of each of those. So it's a start. So you need to do beat a bunch of bosses, and we get these kinds of things. So it's a start. Let's just go and jump to the giveaways, because I do apologize. That was pretty crazy. And to make it even worse, the giveaways are going to be complicated this week. Not crazy. It's just new. It's going to be different. And the goal here is to spread the word of QC Runner, and help grow the channel. You guys have been doing great. We got over 1,000 subscribers. We're actually getting close to 1,100. Things are certainly picking up. You guys are doing great. The QC Runner Discord is up to probably, I haven't looked in the last 24 hours, but we're probably getting close to 200 members, which is, it's been 1 week from today, and I can't believe we're up that high. So thank you to everybody who's been joining and sharing and helping that grow, and the chatting and the communications. Everything's been going great. So with that, the idea here is we're going to be trying to, we meaning me, and with help of you, are going to try to spread the knowledge of QC Runner, or the word, so we can get more people here. We can get more people watching the videos. Hopefully more people participating in the giveaways, which will allow us to give away more stuff in our giveaways, and help people come to the Discord, and which will also combine these with the people that are helping us give the money in the crypto coins. It's helping to spread content and help and support to them as well. So let's go ahead and do the first giveaway. So the first giveaway is with the Hustle Castle. Sorry, scratch that. The first giveaway is with the Zero City Facebook page, the official Zero City Facebook page. This is our weekly giveaway that we do, 250 crypto coins to five people. But instead of the random numbers this time, we're doing it a little bit different. I'm going to leave this open for 3 days for when the video goes live, which is going to take so long to process. I won't be able to get this up until tomorrow, I'm sure. But what the goal here is, I'm going to have you guys go to the Facebook page, and this means that you need to be on Facebook. This means that you need to have accounts where you can post it. There'll be a link in the description to the Facebook page. If you don't know it already, I think it's just facebook.com/ZeroCity. Go there. In the comments to one of the recent posts, I want you to mention, actually put a link to the YouTube, the QC Runner YouTube page, or the QC Runner Discord page. Put a link and a comment there. You have to tag me, because if you don't tag me, I won't see it. You got to put an at QC Runner. You'll see me show up in there with my QC Runner Games logo. You have to at me, otherwise I won't see it and it won't count. So I need to be able to see it. So at me, link either my YouTube page or link my Discord, the new Discord, which you can also get that link in the description below, and do a quick, 1 or 2 sentence recommendation. QC Runner YouTube page, great videos, learned a lot. Or QC Runner Discord, great place to go to learn about the new bunker, something like that. So we're gonna put it out there. We'll give people an opportunity to click on something to go to it and hopefully come and join. And I'm going to leave it open for 3 days. So everybody that participates, and as long as you at me, I'll be able to find you. I'll put everybody down on a list, and I'm going to randomly pick 5 people, and you will be able to get 250 crypto coins. Again, like I said, this won't be the normal. It's going to be a little bit more work for you. It's going to be a little bit more work for me. And then I'm going to change things up a little bit to make things easier for me to run the normal weekly giveaways. So that is number 1. I'll try to get all these get everything in the description below, so if it's a little bit confusing, you can read what that is, and hopefully that'll clarify it. So that is with the Zero City Facebook page. That is the group who is giving the 1,250 crypto coins every week that we're doing. So the second giveaway, again, is with the Zero City community Facebook page, and it's a private group right now. So if you want to be a member, you need to go and request admission, and then you'll be added in. And to be eligible to win the second giveaway, you have to be a member of that private group. So make sure you go join, check out check out Alpha Nex's page. He's the main guy that runs the show there. He's the guy who's providing the crypto coins to everybody. So we got 1,500 crypto coins going. It's gonna be 500 winners. It's gonna be 3 winners to get 500 crypto coins. And what we're gonna do here, it's gonna be the same kind of thing. It's gonna be a tie-in with his community, private community group. So what we're gonna do, and this is to help spread the quote-unquote database of information for the bosses in the bunkers. So what I want you to do when I post this video in his community page, below this video only, not other places, below this video, I want you to post a screenshot of one of the bosses. When I showed the one where I gave the full description, where it said that, you need to, melee is no use because they fly in the air, whatever. I need that description. I want an image of the person, or the boss, and the name of the boss. So that way we have the name, we have the description, we know what it is, we know what we're going to fight. So we're going to leave that open for 3 days as well, and we'll pick 3 of the people that entered at random to get the 500 crypto coins. And the other rule is it has to be different than anything else anybody has posted. So I'm not sure how many bosses there are, but there's only I think there's like 8 to 12. So that means there's only going to be like 8 to 12 different entries that are going to be allowed. So the sooner you do this, the better, because if somebody else already posted a specific boss, you can't post that one again. So first come, first serve, unfortunately. And if you do it, then we're not going to be able to take it. So it's got to be a different boss. It has to be a unique boss. Give me the name of the boss, give me the description of the boss, and then also give me your game ID. So let's see. In Hustle Castle, we can actually get it up here, which I haven't been telling people. It's probably at the bottom, but not here. So the easiest way to get to it is if you click on the gear icon, your ID right here. So I need to have that as well. And Alpha Next needs that ID to be able to give you the crypto coins. So again, these are more complicated. I'll do one more quick review of those to make sure we got them all. But the idea is to help spread the word of QC Runner, and also help the collaboration with the private community page and bringing members to his community group, as well as helping strengthen to build the database of items for bunkers and officers and the QC Runner Discord group. So, okay, first one, again, with the Zero City page is... I need you to go to one of the comments out there. You need to @ me. You need to either promote the QC Runner YouTube page or QC Runner Discord. And if you don't @ me, I won't see it. So make sure you have that in there. And then we'll randomly pick 5 winners there. And then also go to the Zero City community page to participate in the second giveaway. Post a screenshot of one of the bosses with the name, with the description, and your game ID. And then each of these are going to be live for 3 days after we post this video. And like I said, this is a massively, ridiculously, humongously long video, which I do apologize greatly for. That means it's going to take a very long time for me to upload it and process it, and it won't be ready for me to do until after I go to bed. So this will probably be posted in the morning. So 3 days from the moment this video goes live, the giveaways will be running. So go ahead and post it out there, and we'll take the names at random and pick some winners out there. So thank you again for everybody for watching. Whoever is still remaining, thank you. I do apologize. This is not the normal. I do not make them this long. And thanks for spreading the word of QC Runner. Thanks for following. Thanks for listening. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the bosses and the bunkers, not the bosses, the officers and the bunkers, and learning a lot and having fun with it. So I will catch up with everybody real soon. Hope everybody has a good day, a good weekend, and I will catch up with you later. This has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.